coming on for a lunchtime chat. You may or may not have noticed that last Thursday I didn't come on. I'm trying to come on a Tuesday and on a Thursday just to have a few minutes to just have this lunchtime chat and, give somebody some form of encouragement out there. However, on Thursday, I had a swap with the day in which one day a week, I look after my lovely grandchildren. And I did a swap on the days. And I was in my world with my beautiful, beautiful grandchildren and totally forgot about lunchtime chat. But anyway, here I am today on here to just encourage somebody that wants to take a break away from their desk, away from their computer, away from their laptop, just to have a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a banter. So I hope you started the week well, and I hope you are motivated and ready to achieve those things that you need to achieve. So what do I want to just touch on very briefly during this lunchtime chat? I just want to talk around how when we're coming up to a new season in our lives, and what I mean by that is you're getting to a milestone, you're getting to your birthday. I was having a chat with one of my mentors, and this mentor was just talking to me and explaining to me what it's like, the things we should look out for when we're moving from one age to the next. So your birthday comes up, your birthday's around the corner, and I found it very appropriate because my birthday comes up next week. And, looking at where you're at, taking stock of where you're at, and preparing yourself for the next age, the age you're about to attain. So, is that Pastor Paul? It seems so. Good afternoon, Pastor Paul, all the way from Kenya. Good to have you on. So, when your birthday comes and you're about to attain another age, it's a time to look back, take stock, see where you're at, see what you think you've done well, see what you need to start doing, see what you need to stop doing, see what you need to change, where you need to make amendments. And I just thought, wow, this is very appropriate for me right now. I'm at an age, it's going to be a birthday. And, I don't know how you view birthdays, but I love birthdays. I always look at it. I'm always very excited. I usually, for years, I've always bought a present from me to me and to celebrate myself because I don't do it often. And it's just a time to look ahead and say, okay, what sort of steps do I want to take now that I'm attaining this new age? What do I want to do? How do I do things? Who do I need to connect with? Whose season has come to an end? Just having that reflection and check in with yourself, what you need to do, what you need to stop, what you need to start, what you continue. And I just think that's, I found it as a very valuable tip. So if you're there and you're listening to me, thank you, Pastor Mamani. Yes, I love to encourage people. This is just one of the things I love to do. I love to encourage people. Excuse my voice. It's a bit croaky at the moment. I've just been excited involved in a lot of prayer for revival in the UK. So I get very passionate about prayer, and then I think that's how I've lost my voice. And apart from that, I don't think I've been having as much sleep as I should. I've had a really, really busy weekend. Hi, Nikki. Good to have you on this afternoon. Mwah. Always love to see you, So I've had a really, really busy weekend. I've been speaking at a conference. I had my son's wedding. So it's been really busy for the revival prayers. We had a face-to-face time of soaking ourselves in the presence of God, just receiving, again, that baptism of the fire of the Holy Spirit so that we can go and ignite somebody else. So I've had a really busy weekend, not as much sleep as I would love to. So a lot of praying. So I think my voice needs to recover, but I didn't want to not come on. I'm aware I didn't come on Thursday. Like I said to you earlier, I was lost in the world with my grandchildren, my grandchildren world. So forgot to come on Thursday, totally forgot. But here I am today. So when you are approaching your birthday, and Nikki, we're same month, so you're also approaching a birthday. When you're approaching a birthday, just like my mentor was saying to me, it's a time to reflect, a time to see where you're at. It's a time to slow down. It's a time to even have a stop before you then transition into the next chapter of your life. Review, see what you need to change, what you need to do, what you need to stop doing, and all of that. It's a time where you should motivate yourself, encourage yourself to take the next step and to live that next chapter. So just a bit of encouragement around that. Maybe, Nikki is a very good friend of mine. We've been friends for over 30 years, and we just happen to be, our birthdays are both in June. So, I'm at the beginning, she's towards a bit like third week in June. And of course, we wish each other happy birthday. And we've watched each other over the years. We've encouraged one another over the years, and we continue to encourage one another. And by God's grace, we've got many more years of friendship to go ahead. So let us always be people that reflect. Let us not rush to do things. Let us be reflective people. We need to examine our lives. We need to examine our relationships. We need to examine where we're at in life and where we want to go. What do we need to do to get from point A to point B? What do we need to do to get from B to C? What are those things that we need to put in place? Who are the people we need to connect with? Who are the people we need to engage with? I love synergy. I love working together. I love it because no man is an island. I really love collaborations where different people come together. You bring your strength, I bring mine, and both makes a whole. Or 2, 3, 4 people come together, or businesses come together to support one another. Maybe they have a similar venture, or they can fill the gaps in each other's businesses. I love it. Or when ministries come together, or when churches come together to do things, to have a course or a program or something that shows that we are united. Because even, as the body of Christ, churches shouldn't be in competition. It shouldn't be about, well, I have 50 members, but he has 100, and therefore I don't like his ministry. That's not the way it should be. We should be enhancing one another. We should be working in collaboration. And that should work whether it's in business, whether it's in ministry, whether it's in friendships, whether it's in family life. One of the things that I used to say I'm still young. When I was younger, I used to say, wow, I used to really admire big families, because my family is a small family, although it's growing because, I've got children getting married, and then, those people become my children and their families become part of my family. But when I was growing up, I used to really admire big families, because I used to think, wow, you've got, if there's a family of like 5, 6 siblings, I used to always feel that they could pool resources together and have a greater impact. They could go into business together and have a greater impact. But then what I came to realize was, they might be siblings, but it doesn't mean that they always see eye to eye. They might be siblings, but they just go their separate ways. They don't even know each other's business. They're not into each other's business. Do you know what I mean? And I used to think, that was such a strength, but maybe people don't see it that way. And that was the way I used to see it. And I just wondered, but I was quick to realize, that sometimes life isn't like that. Do you know, sometimes you meet people, they're not your blood relations, but you meet friends. It's just like Nikki and I. She's like a friend that has become a sister. So you meet some people, and even though you're not related by blood, you can be even closer to people that you're related to by blood. I mean, hopefully families are, close enough and look out for each other, but just that's just life. Sometimes you end up total stranger, you become friends, and you become like siblings, become brothers or sisters, as the case may be, brother and sister, as the case may be. So synergy is very good. Collaboration is very good. No man is an island. So as you may approach a new season, as you may be approaching a birthday, it's a good time to reflect. I'm not saying you have to wait till it's time for your birthday, but it is a good time to reflect. It's a good time to take stock and to see what it is you want to achieve in that next chapter of your life. So any comments you have, feel free to write in the comments box. I'm always happy to read out your comments, or if you have questions, if there are things that you want me to discuss, inbox me, get in touch. And when we come on again for another lunchtime chat, I've realized that my diary is always quite busy. It's always chock-a-block. When I finish here, I'm preparing for a meeting that I have, starting at 2 o'clock. So it's always quite busy. But I love to do these things. I love to encourage people. It's just part of my DNA. So I always love to come on and encourage people. I was thinking to myself recently, trying to commit myself to a Tuesday and a Thursday, I was asking myself today, is it a bit too much? Even though I only come on for like 10, 15 minutes max. But I was thinking, sometimes to fit it in, I'm like, is it a bit too much? But I hope that I am encouraging someone. Even if it's one person that is encouraged, then for me, it's worth the sacrifice of coming on, thinking about what to talk about, and just dishing it out there. So I hope you have a lovely rest of the afternoon, a lovely rest of your lunch break. I hope you're taking that key that I introduced the first time I started these sessions, which is don't work through your lunch. Don't be eating a sandwich and still typing on your computer. Come away from work, clear your head, take a walk, have a sit down, and make sure that, when you come back in the afternoon to continue working, you're refreshed. So, Nikki, thanks for that. You have been encouraged. So even if you're the only one, I've done my job. Who's that? Oh, Sister Ronke, thanks for the encouragement. Okay, so that's 2 people. At least 2 people have been encouraged. I am fulfilled. I've done my job. So have a good rest of the afternoon. If you came on the broadcast late, you can play it back. It's only about 11 minutes worth. Play it back. Share the video with someone else. And just in case you don't know, I do have a YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Come on, look for me on my YouTube channel. I go by my name on all across my social media handles, Sade Esther Adeyemi. So let's get talking. Leonce. Okay, Leonce Nina. That must be one of my Facebook friends. Oh, Maggie Smith. So there are quite a few people on. Sometimes you don't know who's on because if the person doesn't comment, you don't know. Sister Maggie, Sister Maggie, we need to have a chat. I don't know where I'm fitting in. You and I need to have a chat. Bless you always. So inspirational. Aki Goldquick, thumbs up. He says 100%. He's been encouraged. So that is such a blessing. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your encouragement. And stay tuned. I'll be on again at some point soon. So, love you lots. Bye for now.